Dean, a difficult night after a difficult week.
Yeah, it was as you said, difficult week after Saturday. Difficult result. I think the result probably doesn't tell the whole story. Obviously, massively disappointed with the goals, but lots of bits between the boxes that I actually thought was pretty good, and there was a little bit of energy about the team, and I thought there was some good bits out of it.
I guess it's a bit like the season: flashes, moments, not enough consistency, and not enough quality in the final third.
Absolutely, yeah. I think defensively they were all preventable goals. I think you're sitting there watching it, thinking we're in no trouble, and then all of a sudden, one mistake and they're through and it's a goal. And I think they've had five shots and scored 4 goals, and it's just one of those things at the moment. But actually, it's not one of those things. It's something to do better with, because we keep making the mistakes, and there lies the problem. And in the final third, I think we get into good areas, and we just lack that little bit of devilment, a little bit of aggression, a little bit of know-how. It's not just the strikers. It's balls going in the box, the quality, people making the box, having that attitude that they want to get in there and score a goal. And it's something we need to improve on.
What's the mood been like? Since Saturday, what's the place like at the moment?
Yeah, it was low Monday. I think where we are in the league, it's low anyway. And obviously, manager going, he was a popular figure, and the boys respected him and liked him, and obviously disappointed to see him go. On Monday after, we had a chat and we did what we needed to do, and training was pretty good on Monday, and you're trying to get a bit of life back into them, and I think for large parts of the game I thought we did that. I thought the midfield three had energy, and we won our second balls and competed and looked like a team. But it's just the moments at the moment that are costing us, individual mistakes, and we can't keep doing it.
Very, very, very soon, obviously, the next head coach, manager of MK Dons will be announced, and it's time to move forward. But just on, what's happened so far this season, Liam Manning's gone, but do the players take some responsibility for what's happened so far this season as well?
Yeah, I think so. I think, it's been a difficult year. I think, we lost 14 players in the summer, and some that have come in, it just hasn't worked out for whatever reason. Not been the right fit, or just not been right for us, and it's been difficult. Also, players have not hit the levels they should do, and you go out in the pitch and someone makes a mistake. As a manager, there's not much you can do about that. It's individual errors, and sometimes it's hugely frustrating. And obviously the gaffer has to, you have to hold a can for that, and sometimes it's not his fault, and I think he probably felt a little bit let down by that. But yeah, I think as a whole club, you have to take responsibility for that. There's no hiding place or point of fingers. I think everyone has to take their equal share, and try and come back and try and improve and try and do better.
And a real chance for whoever does come in to take this squad on, and it's a big ask, it's a big job in half a season to get out of this mess, but that's what somebody could potentially do.
Yeah, and I'm sure the people they're looking at are fully aware of that, and you'd hope that they'd have those qualities that you need of a bit of determination and a bit of confidence that they can do that job. So I'm sure that's high on the list when they look for stuff. We're not far away now from January as well, and I think that's going to be probably the most important transfer window that we're going to have in terms of addressing some of the problems. And I think we need to get the manager appointment right, and I think we need to get the January window right as well.
Just double checking, you are still a player. I mean, I just need to get this out here. I know what the answer is going to be, but you're still a player. You're not interested in the job full time.
I'm still a player, yeah.
I'm just going to ask. I knew the response I was going to get. With regards to you, you're injured at the moment, which is I've probably had this conversation 2-3 times in the whole time you played for MK Dons. I think we've had this conversation, but you're injured at the moment.
Unbelievable, I am. Yeah, I had a hamstring injury against Barnsley, and I was back in 10 days as I do, and it went again, and I thought it was just a strain, but I had a scan and it's actually turned out to be a lot worse, so it will need an operation. Unfortunately, it was supposed to be today, but obviously needs must, and that got put on the back burner. But at some point, I'll need to have an operation. But it's just a case of when, because at the moment it's obviously it's fallen on my shoulders to do this.
Are you optimistic that this can be turned around, Dean?
I am, because it sounds stupid, but I'm looking at the game tonight and I'm thinking that you know, we're doing all right. We're playing some good stuff, and we're getting some nice moments. You know, we know we need to be better. I'm not trying to say that that's good enough. But I'm saying we're doing enough that you're thinking, okay, we can be in games and we can improve the little bits. I think you improve 10% in each area, and you give yourself a chance. And I look at Bristol Rovers, and I think, you know, they're ninth in the league and, you know, in a good run of form, and I don't see a lot of difference in terms of their players and ours. And I think, you know, I think that most games when they come off the pitch, I look at most teams, I don't see a lot of difference. As I think, as I said, a new manager, new energy, a new purpose, maybe a few new ideas and some new players in January, and I think we've got a right chance. And it's down to us as players to give it a right go. There's no other option. You know, you have to give it a go and fight.
Would it have been asking for miracles to expect a dramatic turnaround tonight, given that you've only really had one day with everybody?
Yeah, I mean, it was. You know, it's not about me. You know, winning a game, you know, is irrelevant really. It's about the boys and them coming out and trying to produce a performance. And I think we're on the back of a tough run of games. We had obviously players that had knocks from the Saturday, so we had to change our team a little bit and also give minutes to boys that needed minutes, because you've got a new manager coming in. You need those players available. He needs to have seen those players. So it was kind of a bit of a mixture of the team, I think. To try and do the best for maybe the long term in terms of minutes and giving people rest that we're going to need in the upcoming week. So for me, I just want to see a bit of character and a bit of fight, and you know, they kept going right until the end, which I'm really pleased about, because, you know, 4-0 down in Bristol on the Tuesday in a Papa John's game, it'd have been easy to, you know, to turn that in, but they kept them going, which is, you know, credit to them, and they got a goal back, and I'm pleased that they showed, you know, a little bit of character at the end. I think that's a little bit of hope for us.